game here. Let's put a move up quickly. And we're going to, yes, we are getting a French defense here. And I played an unusual move with the knight up. I mean, it's playable, but not what I usually play. So this really is a random opening. I'm going to castle and put the rook opposite the king. Now, this can go here in a way. If he takes it, I can take his bishop with check. Plus it's defended. Totally new position, so I'm making this up. Aha, so he just takes. I guess that's okay. So I wonder, am I not threatening to take that? I guess it's an exchange sack for what? Well, anyway, the pin is gone here. And yeah, we can develop this. He can't castle because I'll just take the bishop. He needs the king to defend the bishop. Ah, that's his idea. So he pins to defend. And hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Just getting started here. Yeah, I haven't streamed for a while. I'm a bit rusty, so I win a pawn here anyway. Oh, I could have won more. Could have won more if I had pushed this pawn up. Take advantage of the pin. Yeah, went this way, and now we can take that back. Yes, he can do that. Can do that. Here, let's kick the queen. So I won the pawn, and then I gave it back. Well, anyway, I'm a bit rusty, as I was about to say. It's just haven't had the time to play as much as I'd like. Threatening a fork here and threatening this pawn here. Right, there's a pin here. Take the pawn. Plus there's a fork here with the bishop. So we'll see if he meets both those threats. He did not. Well, he met this threat because this pawn is no longer pinned, but I can go here. Well, I didn't do too bad for a completely random opening. I can take that. I mean, he can win a pawn by exchanging rooks here. But he chose not to. He's hitting this pawn. So the queen is over there. Let's see, what should I do? Could just drop the bishop back and just have an extra piece here. Keep all my pawns. Put my queen here. Offer the trade. I mean, I am a piece up, so looks pretty good. Anyway, you see my rating dropped all the way down to 1715. It's kind of low for me. I can't, in fact, typical example of what I'm doing wrong. I can't put my queen here because he takes me and then he mates me. I guess I can defend with the queen, huh? How about we just defend the rook this way, and then I'll be able to lift the pawn up so I won't get that back row mate thing going anymore. Well, that's annoying. Okay, have to defend there, I guess. I mean, I had to move the rook is the thing. Okay, he moved his queen. Let's make space for my king here. And now what? He is being very annoying, huh? I know what. Give up a pawn to activate the bishop. Maybe. So, Mr. Pup. He's trying to tie me up with these two pieces, keep me from doing anything. See if I get my queen here. Oh, he's going to... There, if he takes the pawn, I'll just put my queen here and I'm threatening mate. So he can put the king there. Let's see, if I take and the king takes, I don't get to take another pawn, do I? I can go here. Yeah, it's hard to mate the king with just a bishop. Or a bishop and a queen. So I go here, he's going to go here. He's going to push this pawn forward. So I could take it for 2 pawns. That's pretty terrible, but better than nothing, I guess. So, oh, I went there, huh? I'd like to protect these 2 pawns. What's protecting that? Let's go here. So we'll just push this pawn now. Now let's line these guys up. That'll be useful. I do have to worry about this. Good morning, Rascataplan. That's funny. I was a whole bishop up and now I'm just a pawn up. The kind of problems I've been having. I'm surprised he didn't go after this immediately. This pawn here. I mean, I can still defend it. Yeah, there he goes. Oh, he went there. I thought he was going to put his rook behind the queen. So I have to be careful. I need to be at a place where I can defend that pawn. Oh, the queen can take it. The queen can just take it. What a terrible result. Okay. Threatening to bring my rook down. Yeah, it's pretty awful. If I lose this one. But there's should be a draw at this point after I lost the pawn. His king is a bit more exposed than mine. Yeah, he's trying to avoid defending the rook, attacking the queen, and I can bring the rook down here. And he takes. So this should be an easy draw at this point. We'll see. Offer a draw. Drawn. Okay. Hey, good advice, Joe. Let's play another game. $1,500 question mark. Oh, bye. Well, maybe we'll get Joe's opening here. I guess he has a couple of openings from this point. He has the Mortimer defense and he has the Wilkes-Barre variation, but he didn't play either of those or the Traxler. Okay, I'll stop the pin. $1,500 question mark was your highest rating. Well, yeah, can go either way from there. You never know. This guy seems to know how to play, but he could be underrated or overrated. Yeah, because now I can do the push and push, so I had to defend the pawn. It's castle. Get away from that. Oh, and he blocked the pen. Okay, so let's see. Well, I can play this one first. Stop him from pushing b4. And then I can bring this bishop out here because, well, he can move the bishop here, or he could play a knight there. That's interesting. I was kind of waiting for him to take here, so I'd get an open F file. Okay, so I don't want to take here and just bring his bishop out to cause me trouble. Can I push the D pawn? I push, he takes, I take, he takes, I take. I think I can. If I have a rook here. No, that was the answer to my question. I can't push that pawn. I push, he takes, I take. Maybe I still can't push it. Just thinking the indirect defense of this pawn with the rook would help. But after this pawn goes, then he'll be attacking it with rook and knight. So I push, he takes, I take, and then he could just ignore me and take here. And let's see if we trade and try and get. I can take the bishop first, but then he's got an extra piece attacking anyway. How annoying! Okay, how about we bring the rook over to the other side? I mean the knight. Bring the knight over to the other side. The other knight goes to f3. Yeah, so just trading off the knight. It's no help. He's going to force me to take it. Oh, he's going to take this pawn. Can he take that? Yes, it was like a double attack. It was threatening to win a pawn here and threatening to win a pawn here. I don't really want to move this pawn because it'll block in my bishop. That's why I was thinking of pushing this pawn. Which still doesn't work. Although now I can't take back over here with f3 if I exchange off this knight. Queen d7, huh? Let's just trade. At least it's not a knight coming here. That's the difference. There was a knight here before, and that was a good spot for a knight, but now I'll either take with a pawn or the queen. And this is pinned. Is there a way to get pressure on this guy? Oh, there was a queen trap there, huh? Yeah, that's a good spot for the knight, but oh, I can't go here. I want to go here. Or take here. There's so many things I want to do. Yeah, I can't do that either. Okay, we'll just trade. Yeah, queen. I should have played queen d7. If the queen were on d7 now, it'd be much better. D5, yeah, d5 didn't work. And now if I play d5, the knight will hop in. I might play c5 just to give the bishop something to do. It's a bit underemployed right now. He will play f6. Is that good? Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? Yeah, I guess he must be a good player, huh? Yes, so he's got the queen here, or here with the check. So I kind of wanted to keep my queen on this side of the board. My survival chances will be better if I keep the queens on. But it may not be possible. I had planned to go here, but with the knight covering this square, he could check, and I can't bring my queen back to defend. Not there to this square. Okay, so he doesn't want to trade queens either. That's interesting. I would just trade queens there. He's thinking about pawns still. He's hitting this pawn, but he can't take it because I'll take his knight. So, on the other hand, if I play c5, then he can take it because he'll be threatening my bishop, and he's threatening my rook too. So let's see, where's he going? Where is he going next? Oh, he's going to bring his queen over. Well, that's not very friendly. Not friendly at all. Hard to say where the king should go, but obviously he was threatening that thing. To b1, he can take it. b8, maybe. Okay, let's do this. There he goes again. Very persistent. Now the rook's on. Oh, the rook's defended by the bishop. There, at least we get the queens off. But I'm going to lose a pawn here, maybe? I'm not sure. Maybe I get here in time to defend. We'll see what he discovers. Yeah, double attack. He's attacking this pawn and this pawn. Oh, but this is defended. Okay, so I can go here. So, once again, it's under attack, huh? Yeah, I'm starting to get low on time here. Let's see, what can I attack? Oh, he's gonna check me and take my rook. No, I'm just gonna block. That's very annoying. I just want to get my rook in some way. And he's blocking all of my access points. Yeah, that was bad. Bad move. Okay, so I think this guy is much stronger than 1500. That's my impression. Let's play someone where we have honest trading. Okay, I think I'll do a fianchetto variation here against his King's Indian setup. Yeah, I've said that before. This is a kind of setup that I've faced over the board because there's a guy at my chess club that plays like this. I still don't have a good idea what to do against it. What they're trying to do is get you to overextend, and then they will counterpunch. So I try not to push these pawns, at least until one of the bishops is traded off. Maybe put my bishop here and my queen here and trade. I have to be careful about this diagonal. Maybe I'll put the bishop here instead. Oh no, he went that way, so that seals it off. So going back to plan A, put the bishop here and the queen here. Which also defends the knight. But let's see, I am going to put the pawn here. The queen might get dragged away. Then this is a bit under defended. Is that right? No, I think I can play here. Takes, I can take back with the knight. He pushes, I move the knight. Hello, Flip Cups. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Ah, this pawn. Just forgetting about this pawn. Yeah, it's a tough way to play. Okay, now I have a little discovery here, so maybe I get the pawn back. We'll see. Apparently not. Do not get the pawn back. Okay, so I need to step out of the line of fire here. I should have maybe put my queen here. Of course, he could just step out of that, so it's not a big deal. Okay, we'll secure this pawn here. Secure the knight with the pawn, I mean. He was also attacking this pawn, I see. That was his idea. A little double attack, but I defended it, so. Thank you for the follow, Squissa and M. Oh, that was an old time. So I think I can kick the knight. Let's go ahead and do it. It was already defended, but it was attacked twice and only defended once. I guess, though, he'd have to take with the knight, and then I could take advantage of the pin there. Maybe. Anyway, I just kind of wanted to bust up the center, which is, it's a bit annoying that this knight is now, it's got to move. And this has to be defended. In fact, where even can the knight move to? But I have this row of pawns here. Killer pawns. So I think I should move the queen to the side. Oh, that gives me an idea of what to do with my knight. This rook hitting the queen might be useful. So that bishop is pinned now. Aha, so he won a pawn and I won a bishop, I hope. And there's no way you can move that with check, so not a real pin. Yeah, he gave up there. Why do you say it's not a real pin? Oh, because when he takes, it hits my queen. And let's go look at this on the analysis board a bit. So he takes here. I have to take back. And he can move his queen. Seems like a real pin. So rook takes e4. The bishop defends my rook here, so I still come out a piece up, I think. Hurting your brain. Yeah, I think I win. Here, let's ask the computer. Get a second opinion here. After I take here, does he have any move? Yeah, there's no way to save it. Yeah, it just plays h4, right? Just gives it up. Okie doke. So I won one. That's good. Oops, I didn't mean to press that button here. Let's go back. Let's get a new opponent. Here we go. Ilo Andri. It's not moving. Huh. Ilo, move please. You would have played c5 instead of d5. I can't, I'm sorry, I'm not able to visualize that right now. Okay, so we're gonna play my anti-London system thing. Oh, he's not playing the London system though. So we could go back into a queen's pawn opening. He might be playing the Jobava attack here with the bishop out. Similar to a London system. Yeah, the Jobava attack. Fun stuff. Here. I'm stopping the knight from hopping in. It's not, I think, strictly necessary if you play the right move, but I have trouble remembering tricky variations, so. Let's see, maybe I did this wrong. Now I have to play here and castle. It's kind of slow. I was trying to get a quick e5 in, and that's not happening at all. I'm not sure what I was thinking. Maybe if I had a knight here, but that's not possible. So, okay, we're going for a slow one. I'm hoping that these pawns here will keep this knight out of the game for a while. So that's my plan as I slowly unwind from this position. Now this knight here, one thing it does is it keeps me out of this square pretty much. I think that's a good idea too. I could do this knight maneuver here to here. That might liberate me a bit. Get a little bit away from, get a little bit of space here inside my little pawn triangle. Yeah, so let's, should I take first? Probably. Oh, he goes with the knight. I was thinking I was going to take with the bishop. So with the knight there, let's kick it first. The knight there is preventing me from putting a knight here. Yeah, I don't know if it entirely prevents it, but it makes it a bit annoying. So knight here, bishop takes, pawn takes, or knight takes, pawn takes. It's possible. Let's do it. I mean, that was the whole point of my weird play. There's also, I could have just taken this guy, I guess. But then I'd have to worry about discoveries. Discoveries. Huh, he doesn't want to take my knight. Well, I can't leave it there. Let's do that. So yeah, probably missed my chance there. Well, I wanted to put my rook here anyway. Okay, so I need to get my queen out of dodge here. So I'll bring it over here. He's got some kind of discovery on my queen, but he's got two bishops in the way. So unless he can find a clever way to sacrifice both bishops. Yeah, now when I move my queen, it creates a pin here, which means he can take this one. Yeah, this is not so great for me. Okay, how about I put the knight here first? Then he can do some kind of discovery with his bishop. He can go here, 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 here. He can't actually take anything, can he? That was what you were suggesting, huh? Knight d5. Yeah, it looks dangerous, but I don't see anything he can do with his bishop that will kill me. And now when my queen comes over here, it'll defend this pawn because the knight's gone from that spot. And the knight can also hop over over to here, attacking his queen. What? Did I miss something? He could still have taken it. Oh yeah, I didn't play knight d5, I played knight e4. I could still have played queen takes f5. Oh, because it's pinned on my king. Indeed, indeed. So that's point of knight to d5 instead of knight to where I put it. How annoying. Okay, I'm going to bring my other rook in. He might be able to break through somehow here. If I try to unpin this pawn, by moving the queen, it will leave this bishop undefended. But he could triple up. He's not doing it. He could triple up. So let's step aside with the king. We'll gradually unpin this pawn step by step. Maybe this doesn't work. You can just take it, right? He's got 4 pieces on that. Yeah, he can just take it. Nothing I could do about it. Maybe he's just wondering the best way to take it, huh? Curious. Anyway, there's two. Yeah, good. Just go from one pin to another. See, now the pawn is pinned this way. I was trying to calculate if I could push that pawn. Of course, he just takes my queen. Okay, let's see if we can get a rook trade here. He can put his rook back. I see. He was worried about this pawn, maybe. He wanted to defend it. Queen or rook? I guess rook. Okay, now I can actually think about pushing that pawn. He can park his rook here. Well, everything is defended over here at the moment. Queen defends rook, defends bishop, defends pawn. The e-pawn is not defended because of tactics. Yeah, he could probably have taken that pawn. Yeah, now it's definitely not defended, yeah. But he doesn't seem intent on taking it, so eventually I will defend it. Yeah. E5 not defended. Because the queen takes, and then he can take here with check and take the bishop. But he didn't do that, so what can I do? What can I say? You mean rook takes g6? I wonder. If I go here and he takes the bishop, then he can take this pawn. This pawn over here, of course. I'll be able to lift up my rook and defend the others and maybe get something against his rook. Oh, yeah, I said g6. I was thinking g7. He saves the bishop. Okay, well then I'll defend the pawn. I might be able to unwind from this one. Yeah, that's okay. You can be on my back rank and take a pawn there. Isn't that a rook trap? Isn't this a rook trap? There's also this discovered attack over here. He just got low on time. That was kind of a game that was over both our heads, I think. But I came out on top, so that's good. Okay, I'm playing e5 a lot still. Looking for interesting games. So he wants to play the Vienna game? Yeah, e4 really leads to a lot of interesting positions. Going to, is that what I did last time? Yeah, but what am I supposed to do if I don't take there? Develop? Okay, well, for now this is defended. Although if he takes and I take, he could play here, pinning my knight. But the knight can move, defending the queen. Let's see if I can just develop. I guess he can take my knight and win a pawn. That's true. If he takes here and I take back and then he uses a pawn to win my knight, it's basically just a trade. Bishop g4. Is there a trap with bishop g4? Queen takes and then knight here, but the king is not in place. You have to get the king out of place there. So now I could check here, but I think I just want to castle. If I check, he can block with this pawn. I don't have anything in place to stop it. See, I should probably develop my knight. And then my bishop. Play bishop d3 for white. So if I bring my bishop out to e6, it stops this from coming forward. Though he could play bishop c4. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying, this position here. He's going easy on me. He's a pawn up. He doesn't have to do much. I should have played f5, huh? Yeah, as a way to defend the knight or get rid of the pawn. Yeah, these pawns in the center, pretty annoying. He's got to move the queen, right? And then I can move my rook and drop the bishop back if need be. Plus I want to get pressure on this pawn. Okay, he says no dice, huh? He's got to take with the pawn, doesn't he? Is there something I'm missing here? There we go. Now we're threatening a fork and threatening to come back here. Check and try to grab a pawn. Oh, yeah, I was making a note of that. There was a check there. I wanted to keep this defended here. Well, this will, you can still play knight g5, yeah, because of the attack over here. But he didn't do that. I would have taken the queen, right? After I attacked the queen, he needed to fix that. But I may have trapped my knight here, huh? A self-trap of the knight. Can't go here, 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 or here, here. Yeah, I was thinking I had the outlet over here. Bishop defends b4. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, I just want to trade here. Let's see, I'll bring the knight back, and then can I move my queen somewhere that defends the knight? No. The answer is no, I can't do that. So I need to move this knight first. Now I can take this if necessary. Maybe push this pawn. He can take there. Okay. Save the queen, I guess. That's too bad. Yeah, he has these two pawns in the center still. Bishop g7. I was looking at bishop g7. I didn't quite get it. I did not quite get it. But yeah, this is looking bad for the good guys here. Oh, he just took. I thought he would move the queen. I mean, maybe he has enough of an advantage here. Oh, bad move. Yeah, came out to play piece up. I'm going to play on a few moves and then resign. He played a good game here. Just want to eliminate those pawns there. They did nothing but cause me trouble this whole game. And there they go. He's not doing a very good job of converting this, is he? He could actually just take here, right? He takes, I take, he takes, I take. And then he's got 2 pawns to 1 on each side of the board. Yeah. Yeah, he could just take. Okay, a new game. Ismail. Call me Ismail. E3. Or E6 against C4. That's unusual. And giving up the bishop. So what do I do? Let's see. I could try and make it. No, I guess they don't really want to do that. I was thinking of E4 and trying to stop this, but he can always play it. He can always play D5. So let's open up the diagonal for the bishop. And pin the knight. Can stop it with C5 if I really want to. I don't know if I want to that much. Okay, how about this knight? How about the knight here to here? Is that anything? I don't know, maybe I will play E5 now. And then A4, and then E5 maybe is threatened. Nope, not threatened. How about queen to F3? No, there's no pin there anymore. Okay, just knight to F3. I was just thinking of unusual moves, you know. I was feeling like playing something different. But I wasn't finding it. Well, now I could push these pawns forward for what it's worth. Maybe I'll castle first and bring my rooks to the center and just try and push through. Okay, he went there. What is the point of that? Oh, because he wants to go to... does he want to go to here? I could move my knight away and then fork him. It's not a good plan. I guess it doubles up on this square. So he goes here. I have to move the knight here to defend. He changed his mind. Okay. Well, that's good. There was no point to that move. Yeah. That's kind of my feeling, too. And he moved this knight back. Okay, so I can push and push. He can take and take. Let's put a rook here. Maybe something will open up. You know, with the rook opposite the queen. Maybe it'll be good. Oh, now he stops me from pushing. On b1, yeah, maybe next. Now that he blocked here, maybe it'll go back to b1. Yeah, no, I just was looking for some tactics along this file with his queen there, but he moved his queen, so. And what about this pawn? Well, now that he's moved the queen, I can actually put a knight to this square. Yeah, the e-pawn is well defended. I do have control of the center here. Pretty good stuff. But yeah, he's going to just exchange it all off, huh? So I could get 2 pawns and a rook for a bishop and knight. Take, take, take. Yeah, or just open up the board. Why don't we do the thing over here, though? I like it. Oh, he moved his king. Oh, problems, problems. Not the best, was it? I had an idea, but I don't think it worked. Well, maybe I could get my queen over here and put pressure on the g-pawn. Nope. Okay, that opens up this bishop. Grab the b-pawn while I can. He can take my bishop. His king is exposed. Let's put some pressure on that knight. I kind of want him to take so that I get my queen closer to the king. Uh-huh. So what do we got? 4 versus 3 and 2 versus 2. I'm a pawn up, huh? But it's a doubled pawn. And rook versus bishop. I don't know, maybe I should have looked for checks first. Check will just drive the king back here. And this one becomes interesting. Yeah, this wins the queen, doesn't it? I spotted this before Joe. Unless he wants to sacrifice the knight. All right, the queen's undefended there, huh? Yeah, having an exposed king can lead to problems. You like that? Thank you, Ternamja. Well, we got one good one anyway. Let's play a new game. Okay, we get the Traxler variation, just in honor of Joe. So you want me to step my king up here, huh? Okay, and then rook to f8. I guess it stops the knight from coming in here. And d6. And then bring the queen out. Okay, is there anything tricky yet? Knight to g4 would have 3 attackers on the... I'll develop the bishops first. Knight to g4 would put 3 attackers on that pawn, but he would bring his bishop out. I could take it. He could bring us. He could defend with the queen. Instead of queen e8, develop a bishop, huh? Bishop to g4 forces his queen to move. Well, let's see how he defends knight g4. Oh, he's just going to check me, huh? He might just retreat the bishop. Yeah, he did. Okay, so I could take that pawn anyway. And then try to exploit the pinned knight. Oh, when I put my knight here, it unpins his rook. Oh, but then the knight can move with check if he moves the rook. We'll try it. He might just move the king. In which case I can... Oh, you can do that. What is it doing? Ah, it's... My king is going to block the bishop, huh? You have to know what to do if you want to play this opening. I'm learning, Joe. This is how you. This is how I learn. I mean, I know I could read a book or something, but it doesn't stick with me. I have to see it to really learn. I think he may have played something wrong here, but he can still check me. I can move my king here, I think. I mean, his queen is hanging and this rook is hanging with check. Anyway, the way I do it is I play different moves to kind of get a feel for the position. Like that sacrifice I played, I didn't know if it was any good. But just to see, it kind of reveals the tactics and the position. He's going to run out of checks, I hope. His queen is still hanging. The rook is still hanging with check and can't move. And now his knight is hanging too. I'm almost mated. Yeah, that's true. I mean, he has bishop to f4 check or c4. But I am going to boldly go. See, if he takes my bishop, I can take his queen. I just have to go places where his queen cannot check me. But that was kind of clever. That was a good way to get rid of this bishop. So, but he takes the bishop, I'll take the queen. I don't see any more checks. And if the queen moves, then I will take here with check and then deal with the consequences after that. The bishop might be trapped after I take the rook. Yeah. But he takes the bishop. Okay. That's reasonable. And let's get my king back to safety here. It's not a threat. I mean, I can step aside when he pushes the pawn or takes. I just would rather have some way backed into my position here. I just was not sure if I should play c6 or c5. Oh, it is a threat. I let him win my rook. Okay, so queen for rook and bishop. My gosh. And it's rook and bishop versus rook and bishop after all of that. 2 pawns, 4 pawns. Think before you move. It's easy for you to say. Yeah, same colored bishop even. Okay, so let's put some pressure on this pawn. Okay. Threatening mate. Let's see how he deals. He goes that way. So unfortunately, this is defended. Okay, I'll just come over here and try and stop the pawns to the extent possible. Oh, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Okay, yeah, I was planning to, if we go to the analysis board, I was planning to check his king after he takes the rook, but I put my king here. So I have to do, if I want to do that check, I have to do it now. Then step up here. I still lost, but it gives me more of a fighting chance. Here we go. Another random opening. The old King's Indian attack. Yeah, sometimes I move without calculating, and it's true. Often I do. So we're just going to push on the queen side here, I guess. Try and make this into a good bishop, the light squared bishop there. And he provides some counter here. So I have to defend this knight when he takes back. Well, it depends on how he takes, of course. He could take with the knight or the pawn. Takes with the pawn, yeah. So let's defend the knight. Oh, he should have taken with the knight, because this pawn would have been hard to defend. I guess I would have taken his knight and then come out to defend it. Anyway, now he's got to worry about the defense of this pawn. Of course, if he just pushes it, what do I do? Could go here. Could go to b5, hitting the queen. He could develop his bishop, pointing at my queen. Your opponent left the game. You may claim victory in 30 seconds. It's kind of a funny position to claim victory from. Was he so disgusted that I defended my knight that... there he goes. Okay, so let's gain a little time by defending his queen. Attacking his queen, rather. Okay, he's defending this pawn. I've got this. Let's bring this bishop out. When he pushes that d pawn, I'll just move my queen. Ah, my knight might be trapped, though. My knight very well could be trapped. I mean, it's all well and good to just sit there, but it's got to have a retreat back in case he kicks it. Okay, so we leave this square as a retreat for the knight. There. In fact, yeah, he's making me use that right away, huh? He wanted me to put my knight here so he could get a double attack going, but I moved the knight for a reason. Okay, that's adequately defended. Here, let's step out of the line of fire there, and then move the rook over. This is still defended. Attacked twice, defended twice. Yeah, I think rook here. Maybe even double on the c file. Edouard is from Russia, huh? I wonder, was the e-pawn loose? Well, I don't have to worry about that question anymore. So he wants me to move my knight, eh? Yeah, if I move the knight here, my queen might be overloaded. Let's see, he takes, I take, and then he takes here. It's definitely overloaded. Okay, so let's go back. One must go back. He's doing a good job of pushing me around here. Now he's going to move this knight to threaten to bring the bishop on this diagonal. No, he didn't do that. Okay, if I move this bishop, then this pawn falls. This is an awkward position, huh? I guess I can still do this because this knight will defend here. I mean, the rook will defend the knight here. No, it'll be under defended. I think this loses. This seems to lose something. That's if he, okay, so he decided to go there first. Yeah, he can just keep taking. Takes here, I take back. He takes here, I take back. And then this pawn is hanging. Or this bishop. It's all bad. Okay, but he lets me off the hook here. Here we go. Yeah, this bishop here was a real weakness. I was able to get it to a better square and even defend this pawn here. Now I just have to get my knight out of jail and my rook, and I'll be okay. Yeah, let's erase all that paint. So he's going to take the knight, or the bishop, huh? But it's defended. So bishop here, I could consider. Or I could bring the knight out. He doesn't seem to be aware of this idea of taking, and taking. Maybe there's a problem with it. But anyway, now my rook is free to leave. Yeah, it looks like he's just decided to consolidate. Yeah, I think I'll take with the king. So now, yeah, the problem I had over here doesn't seems to have gone away. Oh, and now he takes. Yeah, see, now it doesn't buy him anything because when he takes here, my rook is defending here. Oh my, oh my. So yeah, I guess he's just short on time. Threatening there. So go here. Oh, yeah, this is still defended. I want to push this pawn and get my queen here, which may not be easy, but we'll see. Oh, clever, clever. Looks like he can get a draw here. My king is a little too exposed. Ah, but he doesn't want the draw. Interesting. I wanted to get my queen to this square. Let's see if I can find a way to do that. Keeping an eye on here and then maybe threatening here. Okay, stepping up. He can't take my queen. Yeah, he can check my king, but he can't take my queen. Okay, and then this wins. Oh, if I could play it, it would win. Oh my. So maybe he gets a perpetual after all. Oh, he defeats me. Keep giving me many heart attacks, plundering your queen like this. Well, he played a good game. Back to e4. Yeah. Well, actually, I did calculate that time. I just calculated the wrong thing. Ah, traditional Sicilian, eh? Oh, wait. Accelerated dragon. It's not calculating when you calculate the wrong thing. It's related to calculating, I guess. So I've almost got my setup, but it takes a few more moves. Let's see if he can find something aggressive to stop me from getting to that position I want. So I want to get the pawn here and the rook here. And then move the bishop back here and the knight to here, to here. He might be letting me do it. Oh, he takes there. That's interesting. So let's think. If I don't take, he has the option of pushing. Should be a little bit annoying. He did open this diagonal up here, so I could be thinking about putting something here. I think I'll just take. And then play this. I wanted to put my bishop on f2 anyway. Yeah, but I wanted to be able to use the e3 square. There was a point. Ah, f4 was defended twice. But if I move the bishop back, then it's not, right? Yes, that's true. Then he has to do something about the bishop here. And he's got weaknesses towards his king, too. So I'm not unhappy with this. He's going to let me have the bishop. Okay. Now the check here is covered by the rook. So a light squared bishop. To hit the rook. I could trade off the dark squared bishops. Not sure if I want to. Let's see, so I do have the check here. He can't put a pawn up, so he'll move the king. He might move a rook or a knight. Anyway, let's take the check. Take the check while we got it. Now bishop here. Bishop takes, queen takes. I would just need to bring the knight over. And he would be in sad shape. So knight to here, right? Ah, he's going to take my bishop. Yeah, if knight f7, I think I have to take it. So he might actually get away with this. But knight from here also goes to this square. Threatening here, threatening a mate. Looks good, but problem is without the bishop, the rook can step up here. Oh, no, not if the knight is here. Well, let's see if he finds something here. Probably just pushing this pawn. Then he'll be able to access this row. But I could get my knight in here. Or knight f2, yeah. So I don't have the bishop here anymore. Sad, sad, sad. Well, it's true you said knight f7, but you also said that at a different time. Okay, now I can take the rook and then take the pawn. Or just take the pawn. No, no, no. Oh, that's not good. That's not what you want to play, is it? So how do I do this? If I put the rook here, then maybe I can move the knight with tempo and bring my rook in. I don't know. Maybe I play here first. Give my king some lift and Luft. Give some space to my king. You like that pawn move? Okay. How much time do we have? About a minute and a half left. So I have a check here. King will step up. I mean, I can use that to relocate the knight, but maybe the rook can't go there, huh? Or it doesn't help if the rook goes there now. Now I'm looking at knight here. Queen moves. And he's got to guard these square and these square. He's got to guard these squares. Which the queen is, guarding both those squares. Okay, this one. I guess the knight wants to get here so he can take the pawn. Okay, let's pin that knight. Kind of a pseudo pin. Got the queen out of the way. Okay. Okay, he's hitting this pawn, huh? That's annoying. Ah. Like I said, annoying. Okay, that's a little risky, isn't it? Maybe he's going to mate me first, but we'll see. We will see how this goes. If the queen leaves the protection of the king. See, what's this? Queen here. His mate. Can't take the pawn because I made him. There's also the check here. And he ran out of time. You know, it might be hard. I don't know. I mean, he's materially up, but it might be hard to make a move in this position. I've eliminated all the checks. Yeah, +6 for me. So I'm actually winning in this final position. Yeah, the knight and the queen are a dangerous combination. So his best try is queen e1, check. Oh, and then I take it. Yeah, all the checks result in exchanges that leave me just winning. Because the same number of pawns and an extra knight.